Hello! Welcome to Eastgate Real Talk, your vlogcast slash podcast hangout spot here in Eastgate, where we keep it relaxed, fun, and real conversation with friends. You can watch us on YouTube to our YouTube channel, the DAP channel, the DAP Network Studios, and you can listen to our unedited, unfiltered episodes only on Spotify. Tonight, we're going to have a conversation sa isa sa mga kaibigan kong sasabi nga natin, hopeless romantic. He also have a podcast na kanyang nilaunch. And pag nakita mo ang kanyang Instagram, he cooks. At sabi niya sa amin, siya ay in love. None other than Reggie.
Yes!
Thank you.
Hi, Reggie!
Hi. Thank you for having me, guys.
Of course.
How are you?
I feel great.
Or thank you sabi ko nga kanina, raw interviews. Kasi mo, nagkamali-mali pa kami kanina.
Super raw. Ikaw yung first namin talagang out of the
circle na interviewin namin. Talagang in-invite namin to come. And, alam ko naman na you're very welcoming sa mga ganitong setup.
Gusto ko yung mga ganito.
Super game na game si Reggie.
I like these kinds of setup and interviews and whatever. Yeah.
So, kanina, nung ginagawa namin yung brainstorming namin ni Art, sabi namin, si Reggie. Kasi, sabi ko, ako lang nakakilala kay Reggie, Art, hindi ka naman niya masyadong kilala. So, parang, paano kanya i-interviewin? So, ewan ko ba, pag nakita nyo, ginagawa namin ni Art to research sa aming mga guests. Talagang, kala mo,
Ginugal nyo ba ako?
Ginugal namin. Nagtingin kami sa Instagram, tingnan namin lahat ng mga media niya kung baka kuha kami ng something.
And we even listen to some of your podcast
Yes.
episodes.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we'll talk about that later. But right now, we just want to get to know who is Reggie.
Okay.
Diba?
Okay.
Who is Reggie?
How do I describe myself?
Dapat i-describe
it's kind of like, how do you describe yourself? It's kind of like going on a date. Like, who are you? Like,
as a
how
friend.
do you describe yourself, right? As a friend, well, first of all, Reggie or Reginald. So my full name is Reginald. If you want to know my full first name, it's Reginald Ross.
Oh, you really?
Yes, that's my full name.
Ross, may Ross ka.
Yeah, it's kind of Ross from Friends.
That's why! We were talking about bakit Ross would love that.
Yeah, so that's my second first.
Do they call you Ross?
Well, nobody calls me Ross, pero I don't know. Like, siguro kung may tumawag sa akin, parang ang weird na. But
if you were given a chance, you want Ross?
Ross? Maybe, kasi medyo unique siya. I mean, Reginald is kind of like unique in the same way, pero like Ross, it's kind of like, I would say, kasi dahil sa Friends. So Ross is kind of like hopeless romantic, so.
Bagay! Hopeless romantic! But alone time, sino si Reggie? Pag alone time, sino si Reggie?
Pag alone time, if I'm not with friends, I'm usually the quiet type of a person. So, if I'm with friends, syempre iba nakikita nyo, like, di ba parang happy-go-lucky. Pag ako lang, minsan tahimik lang ako. I kind of have that side na I would be serious, like, talk about things, or kind of like, think about a lot of things in my own personal life,
Serious?
I know.
So may pagka-serious?
Yeah, may pagka-serious din.
Overthinker ka ba?
Kind of an overthinker, yeah. Always, like in all aspects of life, when it comes to like relationships, work, or just, myself, I kind of overthink.
Work-wise, alam ko kasi work mo is nurse.
Yes, I am a nurse.
Passion. What is your passion?
Passion, wow. Well,
kasi for me, nasa-separate lagi
Yes.
ang
work and passion.
So may sabi ko, what comes into your passion mo talaga?
Well, nabanggit mo kanina yung cooking.
Yeah.
So, one of the passions that I learned to love was cooking. So, nung college, so that was the time na in love ako sa food and sa cooking. Well, it comes from my mom. Pero, that's when I talagang nag-focus ako sa cooking, and that's my other passion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saan nagsimula yun?
Sa mom ko. So, whenever she cooks sa holidays.
Natutuwa ka, ganon?
Yeah, natutuwa ako. Tapos, I was just really curious as a kid na tinatanong ko siya how it tastes or kung ano yung mga nilalagay niya. And then, I think that's the start of yung parang, well, cooking is fun, you know. It gives joy to people. You know, you can put your love in there. So whatever you feel sometimes, you know, the food brings it out. If you feel happy, if you feel sad, the food is like...
Favorite food mo nung ginagawa?
Spaghetti. My mom's spaghetti. Yeah.
What's
So,
different about it? To anyone's spaghetti?
You know, pag binabanggit ko yung ingredient ng spaghetti ng mom ko, everybody is kind of shocked kasi she puts condensed milk.
She does?
So, yeah. So, a lot of people will be shocked by that.
That's sweet.
The work, the passion mo is cooking.
Yeah.
Is this something for you that you wanted to do in future?
In the future? Yeah, actually, back in the Philippines, I started putting up a food stall.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What kind?
So, it's kind of like yung mga breakfast natin, top silog, to silog, long silog, yung ganon. But it didn't start out good, so I kind of lost hope, like on the get-go. Pero, I mean, as part of a business, syempre sa una, di ba hindi naman talaga siya makikita agad.
So may business side sa'yo?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Do you feel like you want to do this here in the Bay Area or
Yeah,
like San Francisco?
Yeah, I feel like I wanna put up a Filipino restaurant in the Bay. Kasi not a lot of non-Filipino, yung ibang ethnicity, does, like, I knows a lot about Filipino food. So, I want to introduce Filipino food to everyone, you know. Especially, I mean...
Parang hindi nga, no? Parang feeling ko nga hindi nga masyadong na-introduce.
Yeah, when we talk about Asian food, when we talk about Asian food, it's always like Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese. But Filipino is just like set aside always.
So, okay. So, dito kanina tinanong ko, sabi ko nga, if one of my questions sa'yo, one of my questions sa'yo, if I'm gonna be a shadow of you, or like ako ay yung, like start to the morning up to the night, anong gagawin natin?
Oh man, I usually wake up at around 7 or 7:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So if it's not winter, I would wake up like 6 o'clock, and then I would run for 30 minutes.
Run your block?
No, I would go to a park and then run for 3 miles or 30 minutes to an hour.
You do 30 minutes for 3 miles?
Yes, so 3 miles. And then I would go back, shower, meditate for 10 to 15 minutes, and then go to work. Then after work, I would go to the gym on like different days, and then cook, of course, cook dinner, you know, whatever. Kung ano nasa.
So gym, walang work?
No, after work, yeah.
After my work,
So after work, I would go to the gym.
Are you a 9 to 5? Or?
Yeah, 9 to 5 work. So after that, you know, and then nood lang ng TV after after cooking and after like while eating dinner.
What are we watching, if ever?
Right now?
Yeah, kung nasa oras na yun, what are we watching? Like I said nga, di ba, ako nga ay
okay. I would watch something like right now, I'm into yung mga love, yung mga romantic.
Talaga siyang love.
And then when
hold on sa love.
Yeah, like love stuff, I'm into that. Yung parang mga rom-com, ganon. And also horror movies. So,
nagkaroon naman ng awards sa mga when it comes to sport. Malaman ka ba ng mga palarong pambansa?
Sa badminton, nung high school kasi, nag-training talaga ako ng badminton. Tapos sumali ako sa palarong pambansa.
Ay, totoo nga. Totoo nga, may palarong pambansa. Nagulat ako.
Sumali ako. Pero hindi ko masyadong pinursu kasi. I think kasi, yung badminton nun, hindi pa ganun ka-boom. So I think parang, alam mo na, parang hindi ko masyado seryoso. Pero naglaro ko sa palarong pambansa. So may varsity ako nun sa high school ko. Pero before that, nag-train talaga ako.
Is that something you want to excel? You say the other sports?
Yeah, I do think it's something na gusto ko mag-excel. But in all sports, I think, kasi naglaro na tayong volleyball, naglaro tayong basketball. I think kung kahit anong sports, gusto kong matutunan tsaka gusto kong gumaling. Kahit hindi ako yung the best at it, basta at least...
Competitive ka?
Yeah, I'm very competitive.
And how bad you want to win?
Yeah, sometimes...
tanong ko.
Yeah,
how bad you want to win?
Sometimes sa mga card games, sa mga ganon, kung alam kong matatalo na ako, kunyari matatalo na ako, tapos si R, siya yung mananalo, I wouldn't let her win kasi alam ko na matatalo.
You will crush her spirit, parang gano'n.
Talagang hindi ko siya papanalunan, gano'n.
You love winning, huh?
I'm okay with losing, but I love winning.
Ako na, I hate losing.
Yeah. That's why I dive most of the time. Di ba kaya nagda-dive ako sa badminton? Kasi gusto kong manalo eh. Like, kahit mag-bruise na ako or whatever.
Ayun pala yung reason, no? Kaya pala po siya nagda-dive. Kaya pala,
Yun pala yun.
pag nakita ko tuloy yung nag-dive, sabi ko, oh my God, ayaw nyo.
Gusto nyo
Iwan,
manalo.
pala lose.
Yeah! If I
Ayaw
can
tayo
save that
dito.
ball, yeah.
Diba?
Ganun ako. Kung gusto ko i-save yung point na yon, i-save ko. Diba?
Meron ka na bang laro na you just like, oh my God, I lost. And it pains you so much na dinamdam mo siya.
I think yung time na naglalaro ko sa palaro pambansa. Like, I think I could
Uy,
have...
hindi ko
Gusto
makabilib
ko yung
sa
pambansa eh.
palaro pambansa.
I think I could have won a game. That game.
Anong nilalaro mo nun?
Singles yung badminton ko. Singles na nilalaro ko
sure.
nun. I could have won that game kasi I think...
Pa-Olympics po yung friend.
I think mas magaling ako doon. Pero I was overconfident na kaya ko to ganun. And then I lost. Kumbaga parang...
Because he didn't train or because like, okay na ako. Isang tingin mo lang.
Yeah, too confident ako na parang, kaya ko to, ganun. Kasi nakita ko na siya mag-practice, kasi nagpapalo kami, ganun. So I was overconfident na, yeah, kaya ko na to kahit parang 50% lang ng laro ko, ganun. But nung naglaro na kami, wow.
Ikaw sis, sporty ka?
Medyo, nung high school ako.
Anong
Volleyball
sports?
and basketball.
Talaga?
Shooter.
Basta una pa siya sa basketball.
Yes, Amazona ako nung high school. Yeah,
girl.
pero dami mong gustong gawin, no? Sobrang you love a lot of things.
Yeah.
And speaking of love, meron kang podcast. It's all about love.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your podcast?
Yeah, so I started that podcast nung pandemic. So it was mid or late 2020. So actually hindi ko talaga gusto mag-start ng podcast kasi I'm usually shy. I'm shy like, listening to myself talking about things. But pinursu ko yon dahil pinush ako ng iba kong friends na, yeah, alam mo, magaling ka mag-advise, etc. Ganon. You should do a podcast. Then I started one episode because they suggested one topic. And then
Masaya to.
Then I just like talked about it, ganon. And they liked it, sabi niya. And then so on and so
Nakailang
forth.
episodes ka na?
I did around like 7 or 8, I think. Yeah.
Alam mo, diba, sabi nga namin, hindi namin alam kung paano namin tutumbukin si Reg. So, nakita namin yung podcast niya. And ang dami niyang content, ha? Talagang solid, talagang. Pero yung boses talaga niya, monotone.
I know!
Talagang hype. Ano na
that's
pa radio romance na eh. Alam mo?
Myself.
But, what's...
Kasi di ba Ross Love Lab? Kanina pinag-usapan namin, bakit Ross? But I came across this episode na inexplain niya na he loves friends. And there's this character, Ross. I thought yun talaga yung pinanggalingan, but meron talagang pangalan na Ross, ikaw.
Yeah.
How close you are to Ross from Friends?
Damn, okay. Siguro, si Ross, he loved Rachel too much. That he doesn't want to give up it. Di ba parang talagang tooth to nail, ayaw niyang i-give up yung love niya kay Rachel. Yung episode na yun, parang naglumod na siya and all, ganun, di ba? So I think, ganun ako.
Anong season yon?
I can't remember. Probably like season 4.
You'll be down to do a podcast pag-usapan na natin, Friends?
Yeah, sure. I love Friends.
Alam na alam mo?
Yeah. I love Friends.
Ganun ka, like Ross?
Yeah, kasi I think, siya yung parang pinaglaban niya yung love niya kay Rachel. I know he made a mistake, pero when it comes to being like hopeless romantic, like crush niya na si Rachel a long time ago.
Yes, I watched that. Oo, diba?
Meron akong niligawan dati for like how many years kasi
How long?
nasa kanya yung naging focus
Dito
ko.
sa US?
No, sa Pilipinas yun. I think that was like grade school to high school. Parang I think siya lang yung
Grade school to
Niligawan
high
mo.
school, guys!
How
did you
Mas
do
loyal pa to sa lahat ng loyal.
I know, how did you do it? Yung panliligaw ng ganong age, ha?
Like giving gifts, giving letters. I love giving letters. Yung
At
mga
that
love
age,
letters.
elementary.
I wish na gano'n ng mga elementary ngayon.
I mean, kahit ano lang, mga pagkain, hindi bulaklak.
Hindi ba sinasabi ko nga, like yung mga elementary ngayon, you don't see them as romantic katulad ng mga elementary sa
Yes, that's
Philippines.
true. Mas genuine dati.
May
no? Pag
mga crush
ka
na.
Talaga yung pupunta ka sa classroom, tapos nagkakahiyaan pa kayo.
Yes!
You would give a rose. Like every Valentine's Day, you would be like a secret admirer thing. Pero
Naging girlfriend mo ba yan?
Actually, no.
So, ramdaman ko yung ano niya.
Yeah, actually, no. I mean, I don't regret doing that kasi, you know, it's
You still remember her name? Do you still talk to her? Are you friends with her?
Not really friends, pero we're friends on Facebook, we're friends on Instagram. Yeah.
What's your favorite episode?
Siguro yung yung love, is it really enough? Yun yung last episode mo na pinost.
Yes, yun. Kasi medyo controversial yung topic.
Talk to us about it.
Cheers tayo. Mukhang napapatindi siya eh. Ano ba lang, sige.
Medyo controversial kasi yun. Di ba pag pag nasa relationship tayo, minsan nagsistay tayo kasi love natin yung tao. Pag sinasabi ng tao, like ng friends natin, tanga ka, bakit ka nagsistay? Di ba? Ano bang susundin mo? Yung utak mo o yung puso mo, di ba? Minsan pag yung utak mo ang sinunod mo, it's just because of the thought na parang nandun ka na lang. Parang kasi tingin mo na wala ka na mahanap, ganun, pero hindi mo naman pala talaga mahal na yung tao. Pag sinus mo naman yung puso mo, sasabihin naman ng tao sa'yo parang masyado ka namang nagmamahal. So medyo controversial yung topic na yun. But for me though, sometimes it's a combination of both. Diba? Kung mahal mo and kahit na nag-cheat, ganon. Let's say na nag-cheat, like yung pinaka-grave na ginawa ng tao, nag-cheat, ganon. But if you think na magbabago naman yung tao, then it's the brain who's talking to you na magbabago yan, ganon. Then the brain, like parang supersedes your heart, ganon, diba? That's for me though, I couldn't speak for all, pero ganon yung perception ko. Diba?
Wala ka naman regret with all the loves?
With?
Sa mga love na sinasabi mo na ganyan. Whether na your brain is the one who spoke first or your heart spoke first.
Kasi nangyari na sa akin yun eh. Yung parang yung long-term relationship ko. Yung 8-year relationship ko.
8 years, guys.
Yeah, yung 8-year relationship ko. 7 or 8 years, I think. I don't know kung brain bang gumagana sa akin yung puso ko. But in a long, like after like weeks after the breakup, then I thought na parang it's my brain talking. Na like talagang parang magstay na lang ako, ganon.
So it was you who ended it?
Ang hirap isagutin na lang.
It's okay. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, it wasn't me who ended it. Parang it was her.
Because you're a gentleman?
No.
But you were okay with it?
Yeah, parang okay na ako kasi I was like tired of it. Kasi meron siyang mga speculation sa akin, and then I don't want to like parang prove myself to you anymore. Kasi I know myself, so yeah.
So, okay, this is, I think, ito, pagka-connect ko lang siya. Out of all, from your crush, ano ka na ngayon? You're 37. So, you're up to your 32. What? Don't exclude the time wise. Ano yung favorite love story mo from that?
I love that.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I love that question.
Diba?
Sige.
Can I curse? No,
meron ka ba yung favorite na parang, except kasi pag walang time, 8 years will win, diba?
Yes.
Pero, meron ka ba yung favorite story na talaga, oh my God,
Oh my God.
give ako. Alam mo na, wala ako, suko ako because of love.
Ay, hirap na ito. Huwag niyo papakita sa girlfriend ko. Oh man. Greatest love story. I think
shit, that's the word. Greatest love. Which is your greatest?
Greatest love story.
Time kasi pag
Okay, first of all,
favorite na lang.
Favorite love story ko. Okay, first of all, I do think na yung favorite love story, yung time should be at parang consideration of it. Like it doesn't matter like ganun eh. I would say yung ex ko last year.
Okay.
I would say favorite kasi when I first met her, when we first dated, I was kind of like nervous. Kasi ibang lahi, and then also basta iba yung feeling ko. But when I met her and then when we went through the date, it felt like parang smooth.
Swax.
Yeah, parang ganon. Like
Was she your
swak
first
siya.
ibang lahi?
No.
Oh, okay.
Pero smooth siya. Tapos when I look at her, parang ang saya lang, ganon. Tapos,
wow, gusto ko yun.
yeah, tapos we just went with the flow. Parang nagpunta kami sa ganyan, nag-stroll kami sa park, and then walang naghihinder sa amin. Parang we just went on it, and then we kissed, ganon, and then we smiled, and then at the end of the day, parang you can't get enough of her. Parang gusto mo siya makita again tomorrow.
So may butterflies.
You're
like, oh my God, I can't wait to see her.
Hindi naman siya yung first time ko naramdaman. But it kind of felt different. Kasi after nung long-term relationship ko, nag-date ako, ganon. But yung dinate ko siya, it felt different. So, I think that's my favorite, moment as of now. Yeah.
So you're basically, that moment, there was a lot of eagerness to see, like just to see her. Last year yon.
Yeah, last year. And then when we broke up, like I was just really sad kasi parang, and then parang
was there a breakup na happy ka with that? Okay kasi nangyari. Hindi kayo because of you're mad at her.
Yeah.
Like you're okay, we're done, but I'm happy that but
I think meron.
Kasi nangyari.
Yeah. I think meron. I think yung ex ko, yung long distance relationship ko. That was maybe 5 or 6 years ago. So, hindi naman sa happy. Pero yung parang nag-break kami, parang
grateful.
Parang okay lang. Parang grateful ako kasi baka kasi yung time na yon magpo-propose ako.
Oh.
So, magpo-propose sa Pilipinas.
Okay.
So, yung mom ko, something, gano'n. And then ako, I kept pushing na, hindi, magpo-propose ako. But, like, at the end of my stay sa Philippines, parang I realized na hindi nga ganon. So, after that, na-realize ko na, what if I went through with that? I might be divorced right now.
What's stopping you though?
May nalaman kasi nanay ko about sa kanya, about sa family, I think, or,
True.
But, hindi ko naman mapatunayan. But at the same time, hindi ko kino-consider yun eh. Kasi I have my own feelings, I have my own decision. Pero nung vacation kami, nung dalawa lang kami, and then, I just found out na parang, maybe I couldn't like live with this person. Kasi doon mo matetest eh, pag dalawa na lang.
Ako talaga naniniwala ka, 3 pinakinggan ng mga lalaki, puso, isip
at nanay. Totoo yan. Totoo yan. Hindi tatay, nanay. Totoo.
I think gano'n siya.
Yeah. So, hindi naman ako parang grateful din ako kasi naisip ko, baka ngayon divorce na ako.
Ilan taong ka nun?
6 years, 26, 27.
Okay siya.
Yeah.
Oo, ganun naman.
Bakit
talaga yung
26?
mga
Alam mo
age.
nung mga 26, 27, we have that ideal na,
Yeah.
let's get married na. Gano'n.
Oh yeah, ako doon, nung bata ako.
Yeah, I
Yun
think-
yung ideal age ko. To get
But you got married.
Magta-27 ako. Ang ano ko talaga target ko, 27.
Oh, right age. Kasi ako, ang idea ko nun is 30.
Okay, you said right age. Is it really the right age?
Walang right age. I think, bumukas yung isip ko, especially nandito na ako sa US. Kasi sa Pilipinas, di ba, parang right age ganito, mid-20s, ganito. Kasi pag 30s ka na, like, yung doors mo nagko-close na, especially sa
Yes.
babae, di ba? But, love cannot, like, parang hindi kailangan ng love, parang, etong age mo, gano'n. Kasi, like, puberty yan di ba? Like, yung pagiging mature natin, iba-iba yung age natin. So, sa marriage and love, hindi kailangan pare-parehas. Kung kayo nagpakasal ng 21, I'm happy for you. It doesn't mean na kung nagpakasal ako ng 40 ako, I'm less of a person that you.
That's true. I think yung age on getting married is more pressure lang sa Pilipinas.
Oo nga, bakit ganun?
Parang tumatanda ka
Tandang-tanda
na,
sila.
hindi ka pa nagpapakasal. But then here, di ba parang nag-iba yung perspective mo na parang hindi naman eh.
Yeah. Sa atin kasi, I think may stigma na,
That's the word, stigma. That's the word,
yeah,
stigma.
stigma na yung parang kailangan magpakasal ka na ng maaga kasi yung anak mo. Kasi para magkaanak ka na.
Yeah.
Di ba? So it's not that magpakasal ka kasi mahal mo.
Oh.
So magpakasal ka na
That's
before
true.
kasi kailangan mo magkaanak.
Oh.
So, sorry naman sa mga Filipino.
So, balik tayo sa love.
Yeah.
So, kasi you've been advising, you have that podcast.
Yes.
Alam mo, tuloy mo yun, ha?
So for you, what is love?
Love. Oh my God. For me, love is
the real definition.
The real
for
definition
you.
of love for me.
In
So
your own
love
perspective, in your
is-
own word, in your own
In my own
sarili
in my
mo,
own dictionary. So love is something that should be parang true and honest.
Nice.
Love is something that that is something, ano bang tawag dun sa word na yun? Yung parang hindi siya yung parang hindi siya yung mahirap ipakita. 'Di ba? Kasi pag mahal mo yung isang tao, like it goes smooth, 'di ba? Hindi siya yung parang masyado kang bibigay ng effort para mahalin mo yung tao or mahalin ka. So it should be like smooth as possible. And also love is a two-way street. That's what I believe in. Wala na tayo wala na tayo sa 1960s, wala na tayo sa 1950s. So love is a two-way street, meaning a guy will do effort, but a girl should do effort too. You know, it doesn't mean na parang the same level. But sabi mga lalaki, we appreciate the effort too.
Yes.
You know.
So, with all your love stories, Reg, ano yung isang trait doon na hindi mo mawawala? Na hindi dapat mawala? That you will always hold on, that you always will do it?
Sa relationship?
Except, of course, saying I love you is there, of course.
Yeah.
Pero ano yung trait na lagi, that you always do?
I think pinaka-important sa love and relationship is compromising.
Okay. Compromise, okay. Hindi, trait tayo. Lagi mong ginagawa.
Lagi kong ginagawa.
What is your love language?
What is my
What's your love language?
It's gifts. Giving gifts. Giving gifts. Quality time. Quality.
So there's always, I think as a five language, there's
Yes.
always two that would stand out.
Yeah.
So that's your giving gifts and then quality time.
Yeah.
So, balik tayo sa question, the trait, you, out of, from the nakasanayan mo na, from the first love story that you ever have, up to this point, and to my future, ano yung hindi mo mawawalang ginagawa mo, your trait?
I think it's honesty.
Okay.
So I
You
think
always keep your honesty there.
I think however tough it is sa relationship and love, you should be honest. Kasi keeping it would make it worse.
Okay.
So, you know, kasi pag naging honest ka, it will always depend on how you deliver it. Diba? Kunyari, let's say, sorry, pero kunyari, tumaba yung girlfriend mo or tumaba yung asawa mo, diba? You wouldn't say na parang, ang taba mo na, ganun. Diba? But, I know weight is something like very controversial topic, pero in all, in general naman, we should all be honest pagdating sa relationship. Diba? Kailangan pinag-uusapan nyo lahat. Kailangan, kahit gaano kahirap yung topic or kahit gaano kahirap yung kailangan mo sabihin, you should just say it, ganun. It doesn't mean na parang say it now, maybe say it tomorrow, but don't say it the next year or the next 2 years, ganun. Diba?
Sabihin mo na.
Yeah, just slip it off. Just, think about how you will say it. Kasi pag galit ka or pag may iniisip ka, you can say it in a rude way. You can say it in all different ways. But if you slip it off, maybe.
What
mas
about
maganda na yung
action?
delivery.
Action-wise. Kasi honesty is more like a value trait,
Yes.
diba? Action-wise, yung ginagawa mo for that, do you take them out? Do you watch movie? Ano ba, something na laging kailangan hindi mawala.
I think action-wise, hindi kailangan na, not necessarily giving gifts. But what's necessary for me though, is to make your other person special. In all different ways. Gifts, simply holding hands, simply kissing.
Yun nahanap ko.
Simply she's sitting in here, for example, just grab her in the
Giving
back,
roses.
hug her, then kiss her. Like, kung ikaw lalaki or babae, you want to find the perfect person, you want to find the perfect love. Just find a person, and that person will be perfect for you.
Di ba sabi nga nila, perfect love is because of two imperfect people. And then they bind together. And that's good. Diba?
I love it.
So, okay, Reggie, kasi we have to close this down, okay? If this is your podcast, what is your special advice about love to everybody?
Everybody should...
In your tone of voice and your
Yes.
I don't know.
Like, hi guys, this is Ross. Ganon!
I know, very annoying.
You're a monotone guy.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Hi guys. So I think my advice would be, pagdating sa love, you should just wait. Don't rush love. Love will always find its way to you. And then when it comes to you, treasure it, hold on to it, and you will be the happiest person in earth after that.
Nice! Nice na! Tuloy mo yung podcast mo. We're backing you up. Before we end this show, lagi may tatanong si Arn sa ating mga special guests. Ano ang yung tatanong, Arn?
So ako naman, ang tanong ko, what is your advice to your younger self?
Yun na ito, kanina. Advice to my younger self, like 20 years from now, would be maturity. So I was really immature that time. Even in my yung sa longer relationship ko, I would just advise him to be more mature in handling the relationship, in handling problems, in all things in general. Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
I hate to cut this story short because I feel like I can talk more, but you know what? We just only have a limited time. But Reggie, thank you.
Thank you.
I think we should have you back again because
I would be honored.
I think we should. I can think of more ideas and more stories to talk about.
That's true.
But yes, this is I think a good episode for let's just talk about love. I think it's all it's just
I love talking about
and then it connects to everybody. And again, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Reggie.
you. Yeah. You're welcome.
Guys, again, this is Eastgate Real Talk. If you guys have time, please like and subscribe. Follow us to our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube. Till next week, and we'll talk again to the real people.
May cut na!
Okay lang. Eastgate Real Talk. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.